Okay. So what we discussed in last class is the number of atoms, how to find number of atoms when mass is given in terms of mu. Just see, if mass is mass of atom or molecule or compound, whatever it is, molecule or compound, given in AMU, atomic mass unit, that means mass of one atom, only one atom, mass of one atom, or mass of one molecule, or mass of only one compound. If mass is given in terms of gram or in gram, that means mass of one mole atom, that is mass of one mole atom. Just see the difference. One mole equals to how much? 6.022 into 10 raised to the power 23. And what does mu means? Mass of a single atom. If mu mass is given in terms of mu, that means mass of a single atom, mass of a molecules, mass of a compound. And if it is given in terms of gram, that means mass of one mole atom or mass of one molecule atom, mass of one mole molecule, mass of one mole compound. This is the difference, but numerically they are equal. If I'm asking you what is the mass of oxygen, that means you can write 16 mu, I can write 16 mu or 16 gram. See the difference. What does this mean? This means mass of only one oxygen atom, mass of only one oxygen atom. And what does this mean? Mass of one mole oxygen atom. See the difference here. Mass of one mole oxygen atoms. If mass is given in terms of gram, that means mass of one mole oxygen atoms. One mole means 6.022 into 10 raised to the power 23 oxygen atoms. Mass of this this much atoms of oxygen. And if it is given in terms of mu, that means mass of one atom of oxygen. Is this clear? The difference between mu and gram. If you have any doubt, then you can ask me, Arsalan. Okay. Should I change the slide? Okay, take your time and let me know. Okay, thank you. Move to the next. Here we have a term which is molar mass or molecular mass. What it is basically sum of atomic masses of all elements present in a molecular compound. Sum of individual atomic masses of all elements present in a molecule. Okay, if we have just like NaOH, what its molar mass or molecular mass, what it will be, just see, mass of 23, sodium atom is 23, mass of oxygen is 16, and mass of hydrogen is 1, and we will add it up to, it will be like 40 gram. This is called molecular mass or molar mass. We already know how to calculate it from the previous lecture. In the previous lecture, we calculated in terms of AMU, atomic mass unit, but here we will calculate in gram, that is for 1 mole. If we are calculating mass in terms of gram, that means we are talking about 1 mole. Okay. Now you calculate what is the mass of H2SO4, what is the mass of Na2CO3, molar mass. Calculate the molar mass of the following, please. Can you calculate it? That's very good. Now you have to write 98 gram or 106 gram. You can easily calculate the masses of this any molecule, because we know, basically we know the atomic mass from element 1 to 20, or in examination it will be given, the mass will be given, and you have to just add it. Okay, got it, Arslan? Okay, let's move to the next topic, which is formula mass. What is the difference between formula mass and molar mass? Formula mass and molar mass is same in mathematical way, but formula mass is just a term for a compound which exists in 3D structure. The compound which exists in 3D structure, we will study in class 12th about solid state. The first chapter we will see there NaCl exists in 3D structure. So basically, whenever a question will be asked like calculate the formula mass, you have to do the same thing as you did in earlier question about molar mass. What is the molar mass, formula mass of sodium chloride? Then we will take atomic mass, sum of atomic mass of individual element, like mass of sodium 23 and mass of chlorine 35.5, that will be equal to 58.5 gram. They are actually the same, but a term formula mass is used for compounds exist in 3D structure, 3-dimensional. Okay, Arslan? Okay, just write it. It is used for 3D. Now, we will talk about mole concept and molar mass. Do you know what is dozen? Do you know what is dozen? 1 dozen equals to how much? We always use in our day-to-day life. 1 dozen equals to how much, Arslan? I'm waiting for your answer. Do you know or not? 1 dozen equals to 12. Very good. If I'm if I'm writing it, if I'm asking that 5 dozen equals to 1 dozen equals to 12, that means 5 dozen equals to 12 into 5, that will be 60, whatever it is, pens, bottle, and whatever you are buying or counting. If I am asking 96 pens and I will ask you how many dozens of pens are present, can you calculate it? How many dozens? Convert this pen into dozen. Can you calculate it? If I'm giving you 96 pens and I will ask how many dozens these are. Arslan, can you answer it? Yes or no? I'm, we have to convert it into dozens, not in number. For number, we just multiplied by 12. How many? Just suppose 5 dozens bananas are here. That means 60 bananas present in 5 dozens. And how we calculate dozen is the number divided by 12, because in 1 dozen 12 in 1 dozen dozen 1 dozen equals to 12, and we have to calculate how many dozens. We have to divide it by 12 and we will get 8 dozens. Got it? Just see next question. 60 pencils. Tell me how many dozens? I'm just telling you this because we can easily connect these dozens to more. 5 dozens. That's great. 96 divided, 60 divided by 12, that will be equal to 5 dozens. Okay. We are dividing by 12 because 1 dozen equals to 12. 1 equals to 12. That's why for converting any counting numbers into dozen, we have to divide it by 12. Now focus it, just write it and then let me know. I will change the slide and move to the next topic. Okay, let's go. Just see. We are talking about mole. You have to keep it in mind that 1 mole is equal to 6.022. In other books, it is used as a 6.023, or you can use it 6.022 into 10 raised to the power 23 anything species like ions. It can be ions, electron, proton, neutron, atoms, molecules, and whatever it is. Or in short, we can write it this much species, particles, etc. If I will tell you, if I'm telling that I have 1 mole rupees, that means 1 mole means this much rupees. Okay, this much money. Now there are 3 formula how to find mole. There are 3 formula how to find mole, first we will calculate case 1. If mass is given, number of moles equals to number of moles, and we generally denote number of moles by n, is equal to given mass upon molar mass. Given mass upon molar mass. You know how to calculate molar mass, okay? And given mass will be given in the question, okay? So it should be easy for you. Number of moles is equal to given mass upon molar mass. For your clearance, I'm giving you a very good example. Like if we have given 49 gram H2SO4, 49 gram H2SO4, calculate number of moles. Calculate number of moles. Number of moles. Now see number of moles. What is the formula of number of moles? Number of moles is equal to given mass upon molar mass. That means given mass, what is given mass? 49 gram. And what is the molar mass of H2SO4? You can easily calculate it. The mass of hydrogen is 1 and there are 2 hydrogen. That's why we are multiplying it by 2. Plus what is the mass of sulfur? 32. And what is the mass of, and there is only one sulfur, that's why I just wrote it 32. And mass of oxygen is 16. And how many oxygen of atoms of oxygen? 4. So 2 plus 32 plus 64, that will be equal to 98 gram. This will be your molar mass, and we have to just put here 98 gram, and we will solve it like 49 to the 98, and it will be 1 by 2 moles or 0.2 moles. If mass is given, we have to calculate it like given mass upon molar mass. We will use this formula. We will have 3 formula of molar number of moles directly. Okay, got it, Arsalan? If there is any doubt, you can ask me. Okay, write it. Done. Okay. Now I will give some questions on this topic. You have to answer it. Calculate number of moles of following. - 4.9 gram of H2SO4. 212 gram of Na2CO3. C. 5 gram of CaCO3. D. 0.63 gram of HNO3. I've given you very easy questions, the basics from class 9th. Very good. 0.5, no, not 0.5. 4.9 gram. Just see. Number of moles is equal to given mass, that is denoted by M, a small m, and molar mass, that is denoted by capital M. I'm denoting it. 4.9 gram divided by molar mass is 98. If we are removing decimal from here, 10 will be divided, and it will be 49 divided by 98, 49 upon 98, 49 to the 98. Then you will get 1 by 20, and it will be equal to 0.05 moles. Arslan, do you have maths or bio? Maths. Okay, then take care of these decimals. That's good. Very good. 2 moles. Very good. Next. Those two. What is this? CaCO3? I'm talking about C. Number of moles is equal to given mass upon molar mass. Just answer me. How many mass is given? What is the mass given mass? 5 gram. What is the molar of calcium? What is the molar mass of calcium carbonate? You calculate it and tell me. Molar mass of calcium carbonate. If you have any problem in atomic masses, just see. Calcium has atomic mass of 14 gram, carbon 12 gram, and oxygen 16 gram. Now calculate the molar mass of CaCO3 and tell me. Hundred. Okay, 100. And we just have to divide it. How many times? 520, then it will be 1 by 20, and it will be equal to 0.05 moles. Now calculate the D. Try it. D is 100 mole. 100 mole. What is the formula of mole? You just apply it now. Arslan, try it. Number of moles is equal to given mass upon molar mass. What is the given mass? And calculate molar mass and solve it. Are you doing it? Zero point zero. Let me check. It's given mass 0.63 and molar mass will be 63, and we will when remove decimal, 100 will be in denominator, and it's 1 by 100, which is equal to 0.01 mole. You should try every questions so that you learn new things. If you will leave it, you will learn nothing. Can I change the slide? Okay, good. So we just discussed about the first formula of moles, how to find moles when mass is given. We will have second question, second case, which means if number of particles, that means species or ions, atoms, or everything, anything. Species means atoms, ions, and whatever it is, molecules, etc. are given. Then number of moles is equal to given number of particle upon Avogadro number. That given number of particle upon Avogadro number. And what is Avogadro number? That we already know about it. Avogadro number is denoted by Na. Na is equal to 6.022 or 23 into 10 raised to the power 23. We can also write it in symbol form, n upon Na. Na represents number of particles, given number of particles, and Avogadro number represented by symbolized by Na. Can you solve this question? Okay, solve it. Arslan, just see, 1 dozen equals to 12. And whenever we have to calculate any dozen, we have to calculate number of dozen. What we do is divided by 12. That means here Avogadro number is a number given for 1 mole. Whenever numbers are given, numbers like number of particles, atoms, ions, molecules, or anything is given in number, and we have to calculate number of moles, then we use formula number of moles is equal to given number of particles. Like in this question, we have given number of particles this much divided by Avogadro number, and which is equal to Avogadro number is equal to this much. Okay, now see the answer. Number of moles is equal to given number of particle upon Avogadro number. Given number of particle is 3.011 into 10 raised to the power 20 divided by Avogadro number, which I have told you is 6.022 into 10 raised to the power 23. Now just solve it. It will be cancelled by 1 by 2, and when we calculate 10 raised to the power 23, when it moves to the numerator, it will be in negative sign. Then 10 raised to the power 20 minus 23, which is will be equal to 1 by 2 into 10 raised to the power minus 3, or 0.5 into 10 raised to the power minus 3 moles. Okay, Arslan, got it? Just write and let me know. Done, Arslan. Okay, do it. Can you solve this question? Uh, 0.1 mole. Just see. Given mass, number of moles is equal to given number of particles, चूंकि number is given, divided by number of Avogadro number. So 6022 into 10 raised to the power 20 divided by 6.022 into 10 raised to the power 23. Just see, if we will remove this down in denominator of this 6002, 6.022 divided by 1000, and if, this will be moved to upward in numerator. 6022 into 10 raised to the power 20 into this is 1000, which means 10 raised to the power 23. Sorry, which means 10 raised to the power 3 divided by 6022 into 10 raised to the power 23. Now you can see 6022, it will be cancelled, and 20 into 10 raised to the power 20 into 10 raised to the power 3, that will be equal to 10 raised to the power 23 divided by 10 raised to the power 23 equals to 1 mole now. Arsalan. Okay, just write it and let me know. Done, Arslan. Okay. Now the third case comes when the case third. If volume is given, then number of moles n is equal to given volume upon 22.4 liter, and in other books it will be written like 22.7 liters. You can take whatever you want, 22.4 liter or 22.7 liter. Usually I take this 22.4 liter, given volume upon 22.4 liter. So if we have given calculate number of moles if 11.2 liter of HCl or H2SO4 present in a container, Can you solve it? Zero 0.5 liter, very good. Number of moles equals to given volume upon 22.4 liter. Given volume is 11.2 and divided by 22.4 liter is equal to half moles. That's very good. Okay, now we have three three formulas for number of moles, that is equal to given mass upon molar mass, also given number of particle upon Avogadro number, and also given volume upon 22.4 liter. Okay, just connect it from dozen. If we want to find out or calculate number of dozen, we divide number, whatever number is given, divided by 12, because 1 dozen equals to 12. Got it, Arslan? Number of for calculating number of dozen, whatever number is given, 12, 24, 36, 50, divided by 12. That means 1 dozen equals to 12. In the same way, if we are calculating number of moles and we are dividing it by molar mass, that means 1 mole is equal to that molar mass. Also, we divide it by number Avogadro number. So you already know 1 mole is equal to Avogadro number. And if you are dividing it by to calculate number of moles, if you are dividing it by 22.4 liter, that means 1 mole is also equals to 22.4 liter. And we often call it 22.4 liter as molar volume. That means volume of 1 mole. Molar mass, molar volume, molar number of particles. 1 mole Avogadro number, you already know it. Done. Okay. Now we will have some mixed question like calculate number of moles of following. First is 0.3011 into 10 raised to the power 20 ions of H plus. B is 15 electrons. C is 7.1 gram of Na2SO4. D is 224,000 ml of HCl is present in container. Also 11 to 40 1124 ml, or just write it. You just have to calculate this. For number of moles, we have to calculate number of moles here. Can you calculate it? C is 20. You have maths. How can you do this? C is 20 moles. Given mass, number of moles is equal to given mass upon molar mass. What is the mass given? 7.1. Tell me the molar mass of Na2SO4. Molar mass of Na2SO4. Just write it in chat box. 142. Okay, 142. It is. It's right. Just remove the decimal, and it will be 10 in the denominator, and it will be cancelled by 2 times. Then what it will be? 1 by 20 moles. Now, how can it be 20 moles? Got it? Arsalan. Arsalan, got it? Okay. What about the what about A and C and B? What is the answer of A and B? Tell me the answer of A. Which formula we need to use in A? Arsalan. Given number of upon Avogadro number, then apply it and tell me the answer. If numbers are given, then given number upon given number upon Avogadro number. Can't calculate A. That's great. Okay, just see. Number of moles is equal to given number of particle upon Avogadro number. 0.3011 into 10 raised to the power. How much given? How much it was given? 10 raised to the power 20. Just see. 20 divided by Avogadro number, which means 6.022 into 10 raised to the power 23. You can calculate it in many ways because it's mathematics, and whatever you are comfortable in, you can calculate in that way. Just see what I do. Just remove the decimal from here and you will get 1 and then 4 times 0. Because after decimal it has 4 digits. That's why I put it here 4 numbers. Now see, if we will remove this decimal, after decimal it has 3 digits, so 1 and then 000, and we know that this 1 000 will come into numerator. Now see 3011 into 10 raised to the power 20 upon 6.022 into 10 raised to the power 23 was given, and this will be 10 raised to the power 4, and this will be going in numerator, and it will be 10 raised to the power 23, sorry, 10 raised to the power 3. Now see, 3.011 into 10 raised to the power 23 it will be, and here it will be 6.022 into 10 raised to the power 23 plus 7, that is equal 23 plus 4, that will be equal to 27. Now just I just got it wrong, the decimal we have already calculated it. Now this will be cancelled by 2 times, 1 by 2, and 1 by 2 into 10 raised to the power 23, and when it will move to numerator it will be minus 23 minus this, then 1 by 2 equals to 0.5 into 10 raised to the power minus 4 moles. Do you have problem in solving these questions, Salan? D is 1, sir. Okay, let me check. Oh, very good. Number of moles is equal to given volume upon 22.4 liter. Okay, now this is given in milliliter. Either you will change it into liter and you will convert this into liter, milliliter. If I'm taking it in milliliter, then we have to convert this liter into milliliter, and it will be equal to this much, and it will be 1 mole. Okay, Aslan, do you have problem in solving this type of question? Yes, sir. The question with 10 raised to the power 20. Hard for me. Okay, you have to practice it when you study in class 10 8th. Exponent, just see, yeah, if you have given 10 raised to the power 23 upon 10 raised to the power 20, when it moves to numerator, 10 raised to the power 23 into 10 raised to the power minus 20 it will be, and then 10 raised to the power 23 minus 20, that will be equal to 23, sorry, 3. 23 minus 20, it will be equal to 3. Okay, try to practice in mathematics. It will be easy, very easy. Now, what about question number B? Did you try it? Arslan? Oh, just see, 15 electrons, what it represents is number 15 electrons. That means number of moles is equal to given number of particle upon में Avogadro number. Given number of particle is given 15, and what about Avogadro number? Avogadro number is 6.022 into 10 raised to the power 23. Just say 15 upon 6.022 into, when it moves to numerator, the power will be in negative, and we can easily divide it, 15 divided by 6.022, and it will be something like 2.49 into 10 raised to the power minus 23 moles. That's too easy. Arslan, done? Okay. Now we will do you have any doubt from this number of moles? Or should I change the slide? Okay. Now here we will talk about percentage composition. Percentage composition. We will take an example, a numerical, to understand it. Just see, calculate percentage composition. Percentage composition of each element. Of each element. What we have to calculate percentage composition of each element in Na2SO4. Now we have to calculate percentage composition in Na2SO4 for all the elements. Just see, what we do is, first, molar mass. We have to calculate molar mass of Na2SO4. What will be the molar mass of Na2SO4? You already calculated it in the previous question. 23 into 2 plus 32 plus 4 into 16, because 4 oxygens are present, 46 plus 32, and then it will be equal to 64, and it will be sum up like 142 gram, equals to 142 gram. This will be your molar mass. Now we have to calculate percentage composition of each element. Now see, percentage composition of sodium equals to how many how many grams of sodium present in 142 gram, that is 46 gram. So 46 divided by total mass of the compound 142 into 100. It's just like calculation of percentage for your marks. Okay, just see how we calculate our percentage. Marks obtained divided by total marks into 100. So when we have to calculate the percentage composition of each element like sodium, sulfur, and oxygen. So for the percentage composition of sodium, mass of sodium present in this compound divided by total mass of compound into 100. And second, percentage composition of sulfur is equal to mass of sulfur present in this compound is 32 divided by 142 into 100. And percentage composition of oxygen is equal to mass of oxygen present in this compound 64 divided by total mass 142 into 100. You can easily calculate it. Can you calculate this, Arsalan? Okay, calculate it. Wow, your answer is 300, for which sodium, sulfur, and oxygen. Arslan, 300. So is the answer 300, for which sodium, sulfur, and oxygen. Na. Just see. Your math says percentage of sodium. Work on your maths. 46 divided by 142 into 100. That will be equal to 4600 divided by 142. Now divide it by and divide both by 2. 2 7 ja 41, 2 1 ja 2. 223 times 2 2 4, 2 3 6, and this much. Now divide it by 71 divided by 2300. Now take 3 times 3 1 ja 3, 3 7 ja 21. 7, 2 minus 1 is equal to 2 minus 1 is equal to 1, and it will is. Now 2 times 2 1 ja 2, 2 7 ja 14. 8, 10 minus 2 equals to 8. 6 minus 4 is equal to 2. Now again 2, 0. We will take decimal and then put here 0. Again it will be cancelled by 3 times, and 3 1 ja 3, 3 2 3 7 ja 21. The answer will be 32.3, not 300. Arsalan, you cannot divide or multiply even. You should work on your math. Now tell me the answer of this sodium sulfur. Percentage composition of sulfur equals to 32 upon 142 into 100. Calculate this. Very good. Next. Percentage composition of oxygen, that will be equal to 64 upon 142 into 100. It will be something like 45.07%. Okay, very good. I'm changing the slide. Calculate percentage composition of each element in CaCO3, calcium carbonate. Can you solve it? %40.4 for what? Calcium, carbon, or oxygen. At least you should mention it. By the way, the answer is wrong. So first we will calculate the molar mass. Tell me the molar mass of CaCO3 you have calculated. Hundred. That's great. 100. Now, what is the molar mass of calcium? 40. What is the molar mass of carbon? 12. What is the molar mass of oxygen here? 48. 16 into 3, that will be equal to 48. Now, percentage composition of calcium will be equal to calcium present here is 40 and total mass is 100, or 4% we multiply it by 100. Then for calcium it will be 40%. Now, percentage composition of carbon, mass of carbon present here is 12 divided by total mass is 100 into 4% is multiplied by 100. Then it will be equal to 12%. Now, percentage composition of oxygen, mass of oxygen present here is 48 divided by molar mass 100 into 4% we multiply by 100 and it will be 48% now. Okay, I'm changing the slide. Are you writing? Let me know. Yeah. Now one more question, then we will just let me know the answer in fraction. Calculate percentage composition of same question of each element in Na2CO3. Percentage composition of sodium, then carbon, then oxygen. Okay, no problem. Just calculate it for homework, okay? And please study hard. Okay, thank you for today.